I was out in the community and we're actually at a nonprofit, and I was a bit surprised talking to the board. We're talking about SWOT analysis. And I thought, huh? They actually pay attention to this? In my mind, I always kind of view SWOT analysis, private sector. I viewed it as big business. And here we got the small group. Well, what is your strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats? This is part of our language. It's called SWOT. You pay attention to it. It's a big thing. It applies to all businesses across the entire planet. You need to know this. It needs to roll off your tongue on a regular basis because this is part of our vocabulary. We look into SWOT analysis, you want to do a couple of things because this applies to the entire environment around you. It applies to the environment inside. When you talk about partnerships that you have as well, it talks about your internal partnerships and your external partnerships as you come around to it too, because there could be something out there, a huge opportunity, and you may not have the capacity to do it. So you sit down there and form a partnership in the process. But first of all, let's talk exactly about SWOT. SWOT, really, you want to do two different kinds of analysis. You do an internal analysis to sit down there and see what your strengths and your weaknesses are in your organization. And then you turn around, you do an external analysis and see an opportunity that's coming down over here and an opportunity over here. You also see the threat over there that if you don't do this, your business will be all gone if you don't pay attention to it. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Those are things that you do on a regular basis. You analyze it, you take a look around. Don't put your head in the sand like an ostrich or the metaphor that's out there. Pay attention and always have your head up and always pivoting nonstop to see what's out there. I want to sit down and look on Starbucks. I found this excellent thing on YouTube.
Okay, great. So in this lesson, our goal would be to apply the SWOT framework in practice. Shouldn't be that difficult, right? The company we'll examine is Starbucks, the well-known U.S. coffee company and coffeehouse chain. It was founded in Seattle in 1971 and operates in several countries around the world. Let's start with the company's strengths. First, almost everyone knows its brand, right? So it definitely has a strong brand recognition. Starbucks has been proclaimed the most recognized coffee brand in the world, quite an advantage regarding other companies in the industry. The firm's brand is one offering of a differentiated product to customers, which is coherent with its strategy and pricing. Clients have expressed they love the atmosphere in Starbucks coffee houses. They can use free Wi-Fi and enjoy the coffee drinking experience to the fullest. The company owns thousands of outlets around the world, and its clients can find it even when traveling overseas. That's a strong advantage, as it ensures loyal clients can remain such even overseas. And finally, Starbucks supply chain management ensures the quality of coffee served to customers is excellent. The company chooses its suppliers carefully, which improves the quality of its products and ensures clients receive a super coffee experience. This is another choice in sync with its differentiation strategy. Okay, very good. Let's take off our rosy glasses and consider some of the firm's weaknesses. One could argue Starbucks offers the same product in all countries where it operates. It does not customize it according to the different tastes of people in different geographies. For some customers, this is an issue, and they prefer competitor products tailored to their specific geographical preferences. In addition, Starbucks has a premium price policy, which is not in line with most customers' expectations. Not all countries have enough middle and high-income class individuals who can afford to pay extra for their coffee. Weakness number 3 would be the high employee turnover that the chain's coffee shops have. It is difficult to serve coffee as a premium product when the company's baristas have been on the job for only a couple of weeks. In terms of opportunities, we can say the following. Starbucks can access new countries easily. It simply has to apply its existing business model in these new geographies. Emerging markets can be a great source of growth for the company. Starbucks has also entered agreements within the entertainment industry and partnered with movie-producing companies. That can be a great opportunity for the firm, too. One of the biggest threats for Starbucks is the saturation of the American market, which is where most of its outlets are located. Consumers are increasingly invested in healthier lifestyle, and some substitute products are better positioned to capture the attention of the health-conscious clientele. Okay, we'll stop here. This is what a SWOT analysis looks like in practice. The depth of the observations included in the analysis depends on the information we have about the company. I'm sure an industry practitioner would be capable to prepare a much deeper analysis. However, the important point is you now know how to perform a SWOT analysis on your own, and you can distinguish the important questions from the rest when it comes to analyzing a company.
So when we talk about a SWOT analysis, that is an excellent example of how to go through, analyze the things that are on the inside of the organization as well. Pay attention to what's going on outside the organization. Look on your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities and threats, and pay attention to the whole thing because it's going to have a huge impact on you as an individual. SWOT, continual assessment, internal review with your strengths and weaknesses on the inside, your opportunities and threats that are out there is an external review. You need to always have this in your vocabulary as a business professional, as an entrepreneur, because if you pay attention, you can always grab onto an opportunity you never thought about before somebody else is in your geography, and take advantage of it and sit down there and have an opportunity to crack a new market. Take care.